Hello there everyone, this is Neko here, getting ready to play Medieval Dynasty. Alright, we're going to continue on. I have been doing a little bit of planting, a little bit of growing, and all that. I spent the first 2 days of the last season doing that. We're going to continue on, moving on. We're going to get her leveled up if we can. We're going to try and get that. I do have the this now. And something else I learned is apparently everything that I make is apparently 50% less than what the value is, so I might look into making money by making linen thread. Now, it says the price is 40. If I go to sell it at my current, or sell it at the current place nearby, it's actually going to be 20. So this might be a decent way to make money, but we're going to need a ton of flax stock, which means we're going to have to do a bunch of growing in order to do that. Now, if you're enjoying my content, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and everything else in between. I try to show tips, tricks, helpful hints. However, since I'm still learning this game, you guys could probably teach me some tips, tricks, and helpful hints and all that. We do have 10 buildings and all that. We are going to need to make a hell of a lot of money real quick, real soon. So part of the reason why I'm working on that is the cabbage here. I'm hoping to sell it hop plant. 15 hops. Type of crop harvest can be used to craft various alcohol at the brewing station, in the tavern. So we're not ready for that. So I can sell it for 1.5 gold, sweet, or coin. So we're gonna get this all dealt with. We're gonna have to see what season it is and what we can plant, because depending on that will determine quite a few things. And I may end up destroying some of the fields just... Oop. Really? Ooh, that's going to be a lot of money. The problem is I gotta drop not all of it, but enough to be able to walk. Alright, let's go put this up. We're gonna have to go and sell. I'm gonna probably do that off camera. In the meantime, I do need to look at making money and a few other things in the process. Ooh, that's a lot of stick. That explains where a lot of weight was coming from. Alright, let's go grab you before you run away. Where are we at? Over here. Still, selling all of this is going to be a hell of a lot, because that's 35. We'll say, like, once I get all this in, we'll see how much it cost, how much we have there. So we'll take that plus half the price, and that's if I was to sell it all. Now I should be able to just stick all of this into whatever you call it, into her thing, and just simply feed the hell out of her. But we need money. Lots of money. So 229, so we'll just say 200 plus 100 onto that. That is 300 coin right there. That's more than enough to make what I need. And the hops are useless. Now I could also throw in like a lot of this into the this thingy and see how much, because if I remember correctly, I put in quite a bit of 51. I did not put in 51 meat, so we're definitely, I think I put 18 or 16, maybe 17, but between 16 and 18, somewhere in there of meat. So it's actually a decent amount of rot. We can make 5 fertilizer from that, which actually is pretty good. However, we're not producing enough meat to warrant wasting that. Alright. Now, it is winter. or autumn, we can do spring. That's going to be autumn to spring, so that might be worth putting the rye in. But that's going to be autumn to summer, so no, I don't think I would do that one, because what I want is this one. And we need to have the fields open by spring. Admittedly, I could place down more fields, and that would be fine, but yeah. Let's see. 3 meat. She's got how much? Yeah, sorry about that. Production. 5% mood. Durability. She's gonna need another blade. And she'll produce basically 6 by the end of the day, hopefully. But I definitely want to get my barter skill up, like, without a doubt, because the sooner that's high, the sooner I can go and get rid of stuff. Now, I need to make room, so I think we'll go place seeds up in here. We'll go place cabbage and other things around the place, although I could make soup. Make soups. Carrot seed? Am I missing? I must be missing some carrot seeds that I must put somewhere else. Now, I'm not sure if durability of knife affects her ability to manage.
You know how it is with monarchs. Do what they say, but do not get too close to them.
With monarchs, don't get too close to them. Yeah, we got 13 in here. Okay, we could make soup, which sells for more. Whew, that is a hell of a lot of cabbage. I would have to store just about everything to be able to carry it, because that's 45. That would put me at limit. You know what? Screw it. I wish there was a way to actually put up multiple items in the process. Fur. I might sell fur, but for now, we're just gonna go sell a hell of a lot of cabbage. We'll continue to make meat for her. And dang it, I'm carrying too much. I want to be able to actually sprint, not take 20 minutes. Oops, too much. $30, 139. So as soon as this turns a little yellow, well, that's where I'll stop, because I'll be able to somewhat still run. Gonna have to look at, we got plenty of plant. Oh, actually, do I plant rye? If I don't, the fields are gonna be useless. Although I'm not sure if making rye soup or porridge, whatever, is gonna be worth it, but maybe I could craft whatever you call it, research, craft it, and all that fun stuff. But I got to make sure to have enough money to support my taxes, which, depending on how this goes, I might just reduce the taxes by 50%, because I more want to have fun, and part of that for me is just simply playing the game the way I want to play. And having to worry about taxes, yes, it provides. Who are you? Oop. What is it? Ooh, farm 3. Ooh, I might have to get you. What about you?
I think my hairline is receding.
What do you mean? You're like 23 years old. Also, all your skills are... You're only 2. Oop. I gotta be like one of those weirdos, just standing there panting hard at them. Could you just imagine
Gets
someone just
everywhere.
standing there, staring at you really hard? You just start
How are
panting.
you? Best goods in the
Here,
realm.
I'll sell you a bazillion cabbage. 246. Ooh. Actually, that might be a decent money maker if I set up a bunch of. The problem is I need whatever you call it. Flax, rye. Should I do rye? Ooh, poppy. I might look into that simple bag. Oh yeah, that's a simple bag. I might look, if I known the dude had this, I might have bought that. Oh, straw. Admittedly, I can pick that up for free, but we're gonna have to find a new new source of straw pretty soon. So I might actually do rye if I can figure out where it is. FMOPQR. Here we are. If I do 9918, I could actually 18 might be enough. I don't know how much I have at home, but that's fine. Well, actually, I have none because I can't thrash it. So, but I also want to increase her likability. So maybe 54. Yeah, I think we'll just do that.
See you soon.
Then if I go and I buy the thing, oh yeah, can I just rob your guys's? No, there are some things that you can take without being taking, but still. And if I go plant 9 of these, I think I can destroy those other 2 fields, which will save me about 2 gold. And then we can reset them up for spring. And hopefully we'll have enough money. If not, we'll have a debt and we'll have to try and get it paid before a certain point in time. I don't know how long that is, but definitely gonna have to keep an eye on it. Personally, I think having buildings like this, there shouldn't be a tax. But that's just my opinion, or unless you're actually producing and selling stuff. And, well, admittedly, the farms I'm producing and selling stuff, but the rest of this is just natural crafting for personal use, not selling or anything else of that nature. Flax stock, yeah, rye grain. So we're gonna need to go and fertilize. I think we could do wheat. Oh, it's getting ready to storm. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna destroy. Oh right, I put all the tools up. Duh. Oops. We need you. And we need both of you, basically. And we're also gonna need 9 fertilizers. So there we go. We'll go destroy. Put that onto there. Now we'll go destroy this one. Alright. And now we should pull out this. Take this fertilizer. We just gotta fertilize the ground. We gotta plow it. We gotta get this the rye. I'm also gonna have to look at my farming and see if I can reduce the costs of materials. In other words, if I can thresh with like 5, that will be better than threshing with like 6, because then I can get some more seeds. Alright. Plow, 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 gotta plow, plow it so hard. It doesn't know what it's doing. Alright, there we go. Now, seeds. Yay! Alright, you and Rye. So, we have 9. And this will actually give us some more food, but again, we're going to have to pay taxes. So I'm going to have to make sure I have enough to deal with that. Then in spring, we'll take care of whatever we'll try and get as much flax planted as possible. Like a lot of it. Like a stupid huge thing, which means we're going to have to get a lot of fertilizer, which means I might have to go and start hunting bunnies and throwing a bunch of meat into that, so that I can get a bunch of crud from that. Alright, so we got rye going. We have this, which is kind of useless. It takes like an entire year for this to produce. By the looks, it could be once a month, but when the hops were saying it's like something that gets harvested and type crop harvest during autumn, found crafting alcohol. We're not really ready for that, so I might just trash it when I can. We do have some emergency cabbage, so I can sell that for another 90 golds, which means we should be able to take care of all of our things. So that means I'm going to want to come in here and decorate the wall. So the shelf, we can buy, oh my, well, need to buy it anyway, so we need a log and a plank. I'm gonna have to go sell anyways. So we need 2 of you. One's gonna be a plank, one's not gonna be. And I'm hoping this improves her happiness. We're also gonna look into daub. Shelves. You. You know what? If we can afford it, might as well put another one on here. But let's see. Is that gonna make her happy? Yes, she's going up in mood. Yay! But yeah, 9 a day. It makes a lot more sense, in my opinion. All right. So, what do we need to get going? Orchard, that's gonna cost us like 0.4. I gotta see if I accidentally made the orchard too big. Like, maybe there's stuff being unused. No? I guess not. Oops. Alright, well, in the meantime, that's got 9 being planted, 9 being used, not being used. So we'll just slap away you. Alright, that takes care of that. So now we need to look into planks might be a decent money maker. Right. You over here. We can make you and oh, we need bowls. Awesome. Bowls, which means we need logs. And I'm not sure how far away logs can be. Yeah. Okay, so unless they're in the same storage. Wait, actually, let's, plank. Door you. Go you. That should give us 5 bowls, 5 stuff. Which actually should help. Then I can check out my farm. Oh, we could only make 2. One thing I do recommend is to, if your meat gets below a certain point and you're in need of food, craft a stew or craft something like this. It gives the food a slightly bit more life, at least from my experience. As you can see here, both of those were down to like 50% and to like 80%. Now they're back up to 100, and they're worth 20 gold each, which means if I go sell them, I'm getting 10. Which it, I don't know if it's worth it at that price, but because the cost to make the bowls, to make the other items, all that other fun crud, and technologies. Ooh, we'll get extraction. But right, we need to look at daub, because if I can upgrade for winter and reduce the cost of firewood even more, that's actually going to be helpful. So to make daub, we need straw and clay, which, if I remember correctly, that's flax stock, that's oats, wheat. If I remember correctly, some of these items give us, they give us straw also, but I don't remember which ones. Alright. Definitely would like to get the bag, but we need to get leather, which means I gotta figure out how to make leather. And actually, I think we need to recruit another person. And I might want to get them as a hunter. Because if I can get them as a hunter, I can set them up to recruit, to get other things. She actually is decent at diplomacy and decent at extraction. So, oh, a shelf only gave you 1% mood? Actually, not even that. Alright, well, we need to look at what it takes to upgrade, because if we can upgrade this, this should make her mood better. Should. So, add insulation, we need 8. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40. Plus, that is 6. 6 is 12. 18. So 40, 18. So about 58. 58, 9, 10, 11, 12, 62, 66. Woo, mama, 66. Yeah, baby. 66 is gonna be a hell of a lot. Especially if we're going to insulate this area, because I don't know if this affects her mood. Because if it does, then we're going to need 120. And to make 120, we need 120 straw and 120 120 clay. Woo, that's going to be a hell of a lot. Hey, look, she's gathering meat. Yay! Anyways. What was I doing? I was going to, well, first put the bowls up. I think, oh, I got carrots. I actually should probably sell those too, because that's gonna give me... Oh, those aren't really worth much anymore. I might want to make more carrots too. Holy flip. Right, oh, right, clay. I was gonna go get clay because I'm not sure how fast or how often clay respawns. So we need shovels. And shovels we can put into, not wooden hoe, wooden shovel. For now we'll put it into 2. Well, I'll probably have to go collect a bunch of clay and then from there look into collecting straw, but we're gonna have to start growing or figuring out how to grow straw, which means we might have to make some super fields. And those super fields will have to take care of our straw needs. However, hopefully as I upgrade my skills, I should be able to reduce or enhance my ability to grow and gather materials. Admittedly, we might want to have an axe on us in the event we get too close to these idiots, because they will actually attack back if you get too close. If you just follow along like this, you're kind of okay. But as soon as you get within like kicking range, good luck. Oh, there's more clay over there. Ooh, there's a decent amount of clay. Alright. Clay. Ooh, 7 clay. Not a lot. But hey, it's better than nothing. Ooh, 9 for that one. If 7's the minimum, that's gonna suck. Oh, 6. Wow. That's even worse. Actually, what's clay sell for? 0.4, so I could sell it for 0.2. Meh. The question is, do all the building walls have to be daub or 5? That's worse than worse. It just keeps getting worse. Does the efficiency, your tools dictate the efficiency? That's another curiosity, because if I move up from wood to stone, would I get more? Ooh, 9. Maybe we can try and get 60... Well, actually, it takes 10... Actually, no, I just need, 10 and 10 gives me, 10. And I need 66. So I would need 70 clay and 70 straw, and that would give me, hopefully enough. So can we get to 70? Come on. 66. That's what I need. But I can only craft them in batches of 10. Actually, I think I have some back in my home. So I think we're good to go on clay. So now we just need straw. So let's gather up some straw. Personally, I feel like the stuff over here should slowly respawn over time. In other words, every season it should respawn, because when I have to mow my lawn like every like month, or well, yeah, on average like a month depending on the season. So if it's like rainy, wet, and all that, it's almost like every week. During the summer, it's like once a month. Oh well, we'll gather up 70 from here because might as well. I want to upgrade her place, just make it a little bit better for her. Because I want to hopefully have her mood up high enough, because the higher it is, the faster she should work. At least that's my opinion. Whether or not that's true, that's a different story, because not every game works like that. I'm just gonna pick along the edge like this. Admittedly, I don't know. Oh, we're getting full. Alright. We just need a little bit more. Sweet. Awesome. Let's take a shower while we're down here. Let's put our shovel away, or at least take a small little bath, or whatever you want to call it. We'll get in here. 13%. 4%. Yeah, you gotta be able to get all the way under the water, which is kind of stupid. There we go. Now let's head back. We'll get her, make a bunch of daub and upgrade her place. I'm pretty sure if I upgrade the house to a bigger house, she probably would be a lot happier than the simple house. Or if I change the house, actually, I should check that out. I should see what it's like to craft one of those. The problem is the cost. If the cost is more than 2.5, then I might just stick to the simple house. Personally, the quality of the house shouldn't dictate the taxes, but again, you never know with games. You never know what they're like, or how they're balanced. Maple. I definitely want to get more maple trees. They give 4 logs. So I'm gonna hopefully. Ooh. Nope. I thought this might have been a berry patch. So I was gonna be like, ooh, it's fertilizer. Nope. Dang it. Yeah, and I definitely want to get a backpack. Backpack will definitely help. But in the meantime, we gotta sprint back and die of exhaustion. Admittedly, I would die. Because, yeah, I'm not that fit. Even though I was in the military, but, that's, like, been a few years now. Alright, we need to get 2 more boars or foxes. Personally, I feel bad chasing down foxes and killing them. Especially with an axe. At least with the bow, if I can one-shot them, I'll still feel bad because they're not hostile. But at least they went down quick rather than getting axed to death. Alright. About 20 more minutes, we'll finally get to our destination. Then we can probably upgrade her place. And then I'll worry about getting, what do you call it? I'll worry about getting better houses as time goes on. Admittedly, I probably shouldn't upgrade hers until I can get like enough to upgrade 2 people's places, or until I can start efficiently making straw on my own. Oh yeah, we gotta buy the recipe. Duh. Yay! So what are we missing? Because it shouldn't be straw and it shouldn't be clay. Oh right, I gotta go pick up the clay, and whew, this is gonna take a minute. Literally. Oh wow. Well, either way, we're gonna try and get this, her place upgraded so I can be like, yay, look at me, upgraded my, person's home. And I probably should, well actually, I have to do the chapter if I want to increase my building thing. Otherwise, I've got to find a wife. Woohoo! Which means we're gonna have to look into I'm gonna have to look around for someone. But I'd rather have my skills up high enough Because assuming the kid can inherit at least half your skills, so if assuming, then that means if I have all my skills at like 6 or 5, then my kid would start at 2.5, and that would actually be uh, a pretty good start off, because then that means that they'll be able to put into these better, more efficiently. And I think tier 4 might be the highest, so they would be at like, so that if they could start off at 2, that would be great. Right, clay. We need a little bit more clay. We need 4 clay. And I know I have 4 clay somewhere. Oh, we got more straw. Here we are. Ooh, 10. You know what? While we're here, we might as well... Really? Fine, we'll stick it into the empty, or at least half of it. Yeah, good enough. At least we're not that heavy, and now we can go. We'll get the last clay, we'll get her place upgraded, or last daub, we'll get her place upgraded, and then hopefully we'll be good to go. And that's like another minute. Oh, that's how you get more poppy seeds. Might be worth checking out the poppy. Alright, it's nighttime. Fertilizer. Alright. Don't mind me. I'm gonna be barging into your house. Currently, making a lot of noise at the middle of night. Don't worry. Alright. This is gonna be a hell of a lot. I'm just going to get it all down to where it's 1 real quick. And then after that, we can go through and smack everything. Admittedly, I probably shouldn't be doing this with how little my hammer is, but I want to make sure I have at least most of the daub. If I'm missing something, then I don't have to worry about it being incomplete. Because if it's incomplete, I'm not sure how that's going to affect things. And I'd rather have it just all done at once, rather than just being like, oh, hey, look, and then forget about part of it, and then be like, oh, oops.
From scratch is quite exciting.
And definitely gonna want to get her workplace upgraded if possible. Okay, we'll finish this up. Yay, yay, lots of finish. Alright, I need to get out of her house. And then we need to go to sleep. Sleep. Next day. Probably should sleep till winter, but there's a lot I could be doing. At this point, I'm mostly waiting on crop rotation or crops rather than anything else. Alright. Ooh, fancy. Oh yeah, look at her mood go now. Yay! And that's gonna be actually, depending on how high that, if that goes up, that's gonna actually be really good. Especially if she hits happy. Oh, 8.4? It was like 4.5. I guess that was a screw up on their part. Ah, I need 125.7 gold. Inventory. I have 7. Awesome. It looks like I'm gonna have to look around and start making some money. Alrighty, well, for now, If you guys enjoyed, please like. If you didn't, I understand. Not much happened. Just a bit of run around, gathering all that other fun stuff like normal. Hopefully she'll get some making some meat. If you guys want to see more of this series, make sure to check out my channel. If you want to see other games I play, check out the in-screen credits. I do play other games in the process, although I do tend to do some series. And if you guys want to be added on to the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After a certain amount of time, I'll add you on. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed and you come back for more. I'm going to get ready for the next episode. So, bye-bye.